Hello DE people, I am making you a quick video to familiarize you with the new Canvas homepage and also to show you how to access the Merit Orientation module which is in the Canvas Commons. So you may have noticed already, but we have a new homepage for Canvas. This is one of the classes I'm teaching, and this is my home page. So notice first of all that you have now a course banner or graphic placeholder that you should replace on your home page. Also, we've got a little bit of text here. Of course, you can change this text. And then last but not least, we've got these three buttons. So these three buttons are actually graphical images, and they will take the students to different places. So I want to talk about this one, the class orientation button. So if you click this button, it takes you or student to a brief video on navigating Canvas, which has been created by
Welcome to Peralta Learn.
contractor,
This video will
Kevin Kelly. Next, if you go to the next button, you'll see an explanation for students on how you're going to use Canvas, how you want students to use Canvas. Next, if you go to the next button, you will see a page on student resources. If student clicks this page, it's going to open a new tab that has different links for students to use. Then, once student clicks that, now they've popped out of your course. So in order to get back, they have to go back to the link here. Then if they go next, this is going to take them to Module 1. So this is the reason that this page has been created is that it's considered to be a best practice to have an overview page for each module. So that's assuming that you're going to be breaking your content up into modules, which is the best way to present content. So this is a template that probably was created by Kevin, I'm not sure, on how to create the overview page. And one of the things, I think the most important thing to notice is that in this model of creating online material, you want to have module level objectives. So these are smaller grain objectives. These are not student learning objectives, but obviously they should be connected to your student learning objectives, your overall student learning objectives. But this is just breaking down your plans and objectives for the week into a smaller subset. Then there's another section here for the actual overview. And this overview is in line with student-centered learning practices. So this is a good model you might want to keep. And if I click the next button now, this takes me to Module 1, Page 1. So let's go back to the home page. And what I want to show you next is what does this look like in Module View. When I click on Module View, you're going to see, so here's that student orientation that we just looked at that's provided for you. And then here's that Module 1. And then the DE team, I guess, has built out these modules for you in the sense that here's the overview page for Module 1. Here's a blank Module 1 page. Here's a blank Module 2 page. And then they've built out Module 2. Same idea here. Here's that module overview page. You see, it's exactly the same. So that's what that looks like. So now that's fine. It might be that you're using Canvas differently. So give this some thought. Take a look at it. If you are an experienced Canvas user and you've already got your content, you might want to you could actually just delete this whole thing here, these modules. Although I do recommend that if you're not using this model where you have your module level learning objectives and your overview, I strongly urge you to adopt something similar to that. So even if, let's say, you already have modules of content, you could still save this Module 1 overview page and use it for each module. You could add a overview page to each module that you already have if you've ported content over, say, from Moodle or even from Canvas from last semester. We didn't have this model. So if you have questions about this, please give me an email, send me an email. But before I go, I want to mention one more thing. We have an alternative to this orientation. And if you go here to click, and you click on the Commons button, this will take you to the Canvas Commons. If you have never used this, you will be asked to authorize access to it. There will just be a button for you to click. So this is all the content. It's available to you free in Canvas. It's created by other teachers, and there's all sorts of stuff in here. It's worthwhile to give it a look, just in terms of if you're looking for quizzes. Let's say you're teaching a science class. There's all kinds of content on here you can borrow really quickly. But I'm going to just look right now for the merit orientation. And this is an orientation that I created. So this orientation is specific to merit. So I'm going to click on this, and our orientation includes all this content right here. So as you can see, some of it's pretty specific for our campus. There's a link to the Merit bookstore, etc. So another thing you'll notice over here is all the courses that you are teaching will be in a list here. And if you choose to use the Merit orientation, you can just click all, click on Import into Course, and that's all you have to do. And then I'm just going to click the back button here. And I'm going to go back to my dashboard. And it shouldn't take more than a couple of minutes for that to import into your course. So let me go back to my spring course, the pencils. So now if I look at module view, what I'm going to see is the Merit orientation module. See, here it is down here. Everything is at the bottom. So I'm just going to drag this up here. I'm going to go up to the top. And what I would do is I would probably put this at the top. And then I would probably get rid of this module because I already have a module that has that stuff in it. However, I would probably keep this module 1 page because I like that format. And then I'm going to go and get my content from Moodle for this class, and I'm going to port it over here, but I will do that in the next video. So stay tuned.